What's going on, everybody? Spence Locks here. We got a Thursday night football matchup between the Steelers, who are traveling to Cleveland to face off against the Browns. Kickoff is set for 8:15 p.m. Eastern tonight. Weather's going to be a factor. We're going to talk about the full game breakdown. We're going to go over an analysis, what I think, where the public's leaning. We're going to talk about my leans, my predictions for the game. I'm going to wrap it up with some player prop leans for you guys as well, like I always do in these videos. Right now, smash me a like on the video, drop me a comment. If you got nothing else to say, just comment locks. Helps me out with the algorithm a lot, guys, and helps get these videos out more. And it'll motivate me to keep wanting to do them on the regular, because I did study a lot for this game. I got a lot of notes for you guys here. So hopefully, let's earn and cash together here with these plays. And yeah, guys, also I want to say right now that if you have never been on my VIP or had my VIP picks before, I want to hook you up with 3 days on me. I want you to test my product and let me make you some money for 3 days. And then when I make you money, if you want to keep going, you could reinvest into one of my longer subscriptions. So I want to hook you guys up. I got a new phone number here because my other one was just going ridiculous. So if you text me the word locks, just locks, and you text me to my number here, I'm going to send you a code for a 3-day VIP pass. So go ahead and do that. Text me the word locks. If you already have my 3-day pass, you already used it, just go on here and get a week or a month. We're locked in. We're going crazy this weekend. So we got Thursday night football tonight. We're doing Friday college football, Saturday college football, NFL Sunday. So now's a good time to lock in for the week, lock in for a month, or go ahead and use that 3-day VIP free pass. Hope you guys enjoy that. Smash me a like just for the free VIP, honestly, because I don't want to charge you guys for picks unless I got good picks and you guys are cashing with me. Then it's like it makes me feel better about actually selling you guys picks, because I'm cashing off them. I lock in. These are all my personal plays, my hand-picked premium plays that I'm putting my own bread behind. Everybody gets the same ones, right? So it's like I'm sending you guys what I'm betting on. And yeah, so let's see where the public's on for this game real quick, guys. As you can see, not a surprise. All the money, 91% of the money is on the Steelers tonight. I mean, an 8-2 team facing off a 2-8 team, but this is looking like a trap game for a lot of reasons. Usually, like I tell you guys all the time, these primetime games, where it's Thursday night football or Monday night football, or there's only one game on, everybody's betting on that game. So it's very much it's not as difficult for Vegas and the sports books to kind of script the game, rig the game, if you will, go that far. If you're a little bit of a conspiracy theorist like me, I know that there's millions and millions of dollars on this game, and obviously the sports book doesn't want to lose that to the public. So take it for like as you will. But an 8-2 team versus a 2-8 team, it's not surprising to see all of the money on the Steelers. Like I said to you guys before, the spread is at 3.5. This is a sketchy line here. If you guys are, not, I'll have my VIP plays sent out right after this video to everybody. But if you're not on my plays and you want to look at the spread line here, this is a sketchy line. So minus 3.5. If you're gonna take Pittsburgh on the spread, I would alternate this line to minus 2.5, because that means like they have to win by a field goal. So I never really like to take normal lines, because it's similar to a public play. So like most of the public, if they're just taking Steelers minus 3.5 or Browns plus 3.5, so like the Steelers win by 3 points, Steelers win by a field goal, and everybody loses, right? Because you had to win by 3.5, which means you have to win by 4 points. So if you're gonna take the Steelers on the spread, go ahead and do it to minus 2.5. If you're gonna take the Browns on the spread, this seems okay, I guess, because they gotta win or win the game or lose by no more than a field goal. But if you're taking Pittsburgh, definitely move that down to minus 2.5. And as you can see, the over/under for tonight, 36.5. They're expecting a low-scoring game. I mean, kind of a dogfight. We're looking, like I said, guys, like bad weather tonight, snow, rain, in the cold. So that's the over/under for tonight there. Let's talk about the game tonight and some stats and shit that I got for you boys. So Pittsburgh's coming off 5 straight wins and covers. That's crazy. The public, like I said, guys, they're all over the Steelers tonight. The Browns are playing pretty bad, but the Steelers, they're coming off just 3 days of rest, and they have to travel to Cleveland. Like I said, guys, the weather's a factor, but don't let the weather scare you. Like, sometimes these teams play better in the snow, to be honest. Like, um, Cleveland's defense, they're almost completely healthy. They've got the fifth ranked. Yeah, they're ranked number 5th in the NFL right now at their blitz rate, and they're ranked first at sack rate. So their D line is able to blitz, cause some pressure, get some sacks. So we're gonna have to see, Russell Wilson, the quarterback who's starting for the Steelers, ahead of Justin Fields, is no longer starting. So Russell Wilson's getting the start. His production takes a huge dip when experiencing pressure coming in on a short week. So it just depends. Like, can the Browns' defensive line penetrate and get through the Steelers' offensive line and really create pressure on Wilson? But on the other hand of the coin, it's like if you blitz Russell Wilson and you don't get there in time, he's gonna smoke you through the air. Because, like, obviously if you take a lot of defenders and you blitz them, it leaves more people open in the flats and in the coverage. So it really just depends if Cleveland can get through tonight and cause a lot of pressure. I think that they can, and I am kind of leaning towards Cleveland on this game, like it or not. I do think it's a trap game tonight, but we're going to talk about that in a little bit. Browns coverage for defense. They run a lot of man coverage. Russell Wilson, he's significantly better against man coverage and high safety looks. So this matchup against the Browns secondary and pass coverage does favor Russell Wilson. He cooks against man coverage. So like I said, it ultimately leans into if the Browns can cause pressure tonight. If they can't cause pressure tonight, they're in for a brutal game. But I believe that they are going to be able to, seeing as they're pretty healthy on defense. And we're going to talk about their offense here shortly. The Steelers, talk about their offense. They're second in run frequency, but they only have about 3.7 yards per carry. So not too great, actually, considering they run the ball second most in the entire NFL. But the Browns, on the other hand, they can't really stop the run. But they do play aggressive on defense. So it's going to be a dogfight in the trenches tonight. We're going to see who comes out on top. I have a feeling the Browns are going to perform better in the trenches than the Steelers. And that is ultimately going to, in my opinion, predict the outcome of this game. Like I said, we got a lot of bad weather. The Steelers run the ball a lot. If the Browns are blitzing a lot and the Steelers can't throw the ball, they're going to be running the ball even more. So it leans towards an under type of game, in my opinion. But I don't ever take public lines. I do teasers and things like that, and alternate lines, alternate spreads, alternate totals to give us a higher chance of hitting. So look out for that when I send out my VIP plays out tonight. Let's talk about Cleveland's offense. When you put pressure on Jameis Winston, he's going to make plays, all right? But he's also prone to turn the ball over a lot. Like, he's going to throw under pressure, and he could throw some interceptions tonight. So if you have an interception prop potentially on Jameis Winston, that might be a good play. Their offensive line for the Browns, it's healthy again, and it's one of the strengths of the Browns offense. So, like, in the last couple of weeks, they got a lot of their offensive line back, and their offensive line's pretty good, but their run offense isn't really that great. Only 3.4 yards per carry and 75 yards per game on average. Chubbs for the Browns hasn't really been able to get it done recently. Then the Steelers defense, they have significant edge over the Browns offense there. So the Steelers defense is better than the Browns offense. They should be able to lock the Browns down to scoring not that much. However, we'll have to see. The Steelers pass rush, though, it's pretty respectable, right? Like, the Steelers have a good pass rush. And the opposing quarterbacks, when they play the Steelers, they look to get the ball out very fast. So we're going to see if Jameis Winston tonight can get the ball out fast, and he'll be successful if he's able to do that. The Steelers run a ton of single high safety and cover 3. Jameis Winston, he is first in passing rating versus this coverage, which is a good matchup for Jameis Winston tonight against that coverage. And if he gets the ball out, like I said, if he gets the ball out quickly, he's gonna be able to cook tonight. He's gonna be able to cook tonight if he can get the ball out quickly. So it really is gonna be, like I said, it leans towards a trench dogfight with the offense and the defensive lines for both sides of the ball. And I just think the Browns at home tonight, public all over the Steelers. Browns have got nothing to lose. Steelers got kind of like a crazy, matchups in the next following weeks coming up. I think this is a trap spot. I think the Steelers potentially lose this game tonight. The Steelers, their run defense, It's not the best, allowing 5.3 yards per carry. So, look, guys, it's simple, right? Everybody's over the Steelers tonight. The Steelers could win this game tonight, but you just got to be really careful. I actually do think that the Browns could win this game tonight, and it's like, oh damn, Spence, like a 2-8 team beats an 8-2 team. Yeah, bro, it's prime time Thursday night football on Prime. It's like you see this shit every single week. It's not what you're gonna expect to happens, right? So that's why we mix and match the lines. I make sure like I get you guys a lock that is safe, secure, and I'm not gonna say guaranteed, but like we have a high probability of winning. So let's talk about some player props real quick, and I'll get you guys on your way. So obviously, I think it's going to be a rushing attack style type of game tonight, which, really leads kind of towards a lower scoring game because the clock is going to be burning a lot, as well as the bad weather as well. So I do think it's going to be leaning on a rushing type of game tonight. So I like Najee Harris over 59.5 rushing yards. He's been hitting this. I think he'll hit this tonight, no problem. I do like that play a lot. I also like Elijah Moore to do more than 3.5 receptions. I do think probably the Browns are going to be playing from behind in this game, so they're going to have to start throwing the ball to catch up with the Steelers. I do think the Steelers probably get out early, a couple of touchdowns, a touchdown, and the Browns are starting to throw the ball. If you can see Elijah Moore, since Jameis Winston started being quarterback, he's gotten a lot of targets. He came up with 6, with 8, just went under against the Rams, and then he had 6 in this game. So at 3.5, this looks like a good lock to me. George Pickens, I like him on receiving yards also. It's 57.5. I know that the line is extremely low because of the weather, but it's hard to not lock this. He did 89 yards, 91 yards, 74, and 111. He's been an absolute heater. He's getting the ball a lot. He's a wide receiver 1, and you can't really fade him in this situation. And then I like Jerome Ford for 14.5 rushing yards. He hasn't hit it in the last couple of games, but Chubbs has been kind of lacking as the number 1 running back, and I think that this guy can come in, and as you can see what he was doing previously, he was putting up numbers, so he's kind of due to hit again. And at only 14.5, it really only takes 1 or 2 rushes for him to hit that number, and I like that a lot as well. So guys, that's my analysis today. Like I said, could go either way. It's going to be a dogfight, but I do think the Browns are not going to get blown out. I do think the Browns could potentially win this game tonight. I do think Vegas can cash out big, but however you play it, good luck to everybody. Like I said, if you want a 3-day pass to my VIP, you already know. Just go ahead and text me the word locks to my cell number here. I have a new number, so go ahead. Text me here. I'll get you a 3-day pass over. If you already use a 3-day pass, just check the link in my description too. And I'll also put the link for my number in the description. All the links will be in the description, and also some other ways for you guys to get free bonus bets and deposit matches on sportsbooks and DFS apps. If you guys want to try out a new DFS app or sportsbook and you want some free money and bonus bets and deposit matches, links are going to be all in the description. Thanks for the love, guys. I'm going to end the video. Toss me a subscribe. See you in the next one. Let's cash tonight. Spence Locks. Oh.